video that I talked about in my shorts. I'm still new at this, so please bear with me. I know that when I thought about making this video, I did not want it to be within a negative standpoint. By the end of this video, I will still give my personal opinion about it. Disclaimer, all of the facts and all of the informations that I have gathered for this video will be at the bottom below. I do not own any of the channels, links, or social media platforms or whatever that I will have below. So with that, please understand that. All of the fact checks that I use will be down at the bottom. Cool. So let's get into this. I watch YouTube a lot on my spare time. Perhaps more than I should on my free time. But when I normally use YouTube, I mostly use my phone when it comes to entertaining myself watching it. I say a few months ago, or maybe within last year, I was introduced to a store called Juicy Body Goddess. The name Goddess, I don't know how I feel about that because I'm more of a biblical person. Again, this is just my personal thing. I don't know how that is biblically at all. I was watching one of their YouTube shorts. I guess it was like somehow within my recommendation as I was scrolling through the phone. And one of their most popular shorts that appeared was a teen girl that was basically getting ready for prom of 2023. And she was within this store with the owner recording her trying out these different outfits. Now, I do like some of the looks the girl was wearing. They seem to fit her nicely and they seem to look really good on her. Part 2 of the shorts was what really touched my emotion. When the owner of the store gave the girl a dress for free and she also gave her a $1,000 gift card. That was really sweet. I mean, the emotion was there to where you can actually feel her actually being happy and grateful that she was able to get a prom dress for free of 2023. But then there's more to that. She even gave the guy who was going with her on the prom the $100 for the prom ticket. And what really touched me was when she said that she was a vessel for God and that she had nothing to do with this and this was just God. That's what really got me. After seeing that short and how cute the outfits were, I did wanted to look more into the channel. I did started watching more of her shorts and I started getting in tune with how she communicates with her customers. So let's break down the facts. The owner and creator of Juicy Body Goddess is named Summer Lucille. I hope I said her name right. I'm assuming she's from North Carolina since her store is in North Carolina. I could be wrong though if that was her birthplace. Don't quote me on that. I have no idea. It's not really my business. So the owner has a store. The mall is called North Lake Mall in North Carolina. It's called Charlotte, North Carolina. Because I don't know basically what Charlotte, North Carolina is about, I kind of did some research. So I just kind of listed 4 things basically that is some factors or facts really about Charlotte, North Carolina. This is so you guys can get an idea of what it would be about. Hopefully this helps. For one, you have the Bank of America Stadium. And with that being said, you can kind of see what team they represent as far as when it comes to the NFL. You have this thing called the Freedom Park, which is probably like a known park that is one of the most popular parks within Charlotte, North Carolina. You also have this kid museum called Discovery Place. I could be wrong, but I think if you look it up, there's probably more versions of Discovery Place within America, where it's like a kid museum about science, basically. And finally, you have this guy named Billy Graham. I hope I have his name right. It's basically kind of like a library where they basically show his home and basically show that he is a biblical leader. Given how it looks, I may want to check that out myself. So that's that. So I'm going to bring up one of the most popular interviews Summer was in the Jennifer Hudson show. When asked what was the reason for her opening, she basically stated that she wanted to create a safe place for plus-size women. She did mention within the interview that the store is just for women. Keep in mind, later on, you see within these shorts that there are men who even try out some of her outfits within the store. So she does have a more broader mindset of opening doors to anybody. Guys, keep in mind that this store is only for big women only. You cannot go into this store if you're under the weight limit. Or you can, but good luck trying to purchase anything. There are times where you may see in her channel where there's certain women who are under the weight limit coming into her store and the owner would jokingly and kindly, tell them that they don't really have anything for them, without being rude or disrespectful about it. Yeah, just keep that in mind. When asked what made the store special, Summer stated that there was good communication, there was good greeting. Basically, there's a good relationship between the owner and the customers every time they come inside the store. Okay, so let's talk about the price ranges. I haven't done enough good research, to be honest with you guys, to actually know the prices when it comes to inside the store. I guess you have to physically go to Charlotte, North Carolina to figure that out. But they do have a website. While going through it, I was browsing through the all products section. To me, it feels like the prices are between $30 and up. Please do not put a pin on that. This is just based on my personal viewing of browsing their website. Now, I have also browsed through the dresses section, and they do look nice. I have seen some of the outfits that the customers have worn and their models within their social media platforms. The prom dresses, I feel like, is what really brought the store into a higher rating platform and what got the channel and their social media more views. I was hoping while going through the dress section that they would actually show the prom dresses. I didn't see them. I didn't really see a section to where they had prom dresses as a category within their website. Like I said, you may have to go inside the store to actually purchase a prom dress. I don't know if they're doing it within season or without a season. This is a small business, keep that in mind, but it is growing rapidly because of their social media platform and the positivity that they are receiving within their customers and within their viewers. I do hope within the future that they would be able to have that prom section within their website. That would be really beneficial for the parents who may not even have the chance to go in the store physically and purchase a prom dress for their child. I really hope that I'm not downplaying when I'm saying this. Again, like I said, it is a small business, but based on the reactions of the people alone, this is going to be one of a huge platform and a huge business for Summer Lucille and all her customers. In my personal opinion, one of the main reasons why it grows is because of God and because of the relationship, like I said before, between the customers and the store owner. I have no idea personally what's going to happen. I can only hope for the best for Summer Lucille and the other owner named Cassidy. Maybe, I don't know if she's part owner. Don't quote me on that, people. Hey, be quiet. Alright. Something about this really feels different. With that being said, what I mean by that is that a store that is strictly dedicated to plus size people is really different compared to a store that just recently added plus sizes for their clothing. The social interaction alone gives it good ratings. Speaking of ratings, this woman stated here on the Google ratings, my daughter had an amazing prom constellation. It was well worth the 7-hour drive. Summer Lucille and Cassidy are vibrant, encouraging, and loving. They provided a safe space for Jordan to feel comfortable and be her authentic self. It deserves 10 stars, 10 out of 10, will do again. Another person stated within the Google ratings, my little sister Lily had a wonderful, fulfilling, inspiring, and life-changing experience with Summer and Cassidy. They are both so helpful, kind, and attentive. The energy of this place is just incredibly welcoming and warm, and dress varies are everything. And the employees of the year goes to, drumroll, Cassidy! I'm assuming Summer wasn't there at the time. This person says, me and my sister went to this store a day before my birthday to get a few dresses and blouses. I love the environment of the store. Very nice and clean. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to address the negative comments just simply because I feel like with the ratings, as you can see here, it's pretty top notch and there's no need for negative comments. If anything, maybe the 1 and 2 star maybe do a bad experience. All right, so here's my personal opinion about this. I like the outfits. I especially love the prom dresses for teens. I kind of watch that consistently throughout their channel. Of course, I love the store owners' reactions with their customers. It's really welcoming and humbling. I love how Summer counts this as part of her calling in her life because it is hard. It is hard to find clothing for people in general who are overweight. And I understand that we need to be healthier. We need to understand to take care of our temples. But I feel like within the time being, at least have something. You know what I mean? Just so that it's an option for them to feel pretty in what they are. Now, of course, you do have people out there that would say supporting something like this is wrong, that it may enable obesity, or that it may cause others to feel as though that this is not really a positive way of loving oneself, especially if being overweight is a heavy issue to the point where it's really unhealthy considering a doctor's standards. But you have to understand something. One of the ungodly things that has affected humanity since sin has entered the earth is insecurity. Insecurity is not of God. God is about having confidence, and surely he does not want us to have insecurity, but you don't want to be prideful either. Everybody has an insecurity. I just feel personally that there's a certain principality in darkness that specifically targets women alone. And it's been targeting women throughout humanity. We have all been guilty of doing something or desiring something to make us feel better about our appearance. Throughout history, when it comes to beauty, being overweight has not been mostly considered within the category of when it comes to a beauty standard. It was darn sure not the case as I was growing up within the early 2000s. It was like you could not have butts, hips, thighs, no type of cellulite, or none of those things, because in the early 2000s, it was considered unattractive or fat. There was no way you was going to be a model if you was considered overweight in their standpoint. It is just recently that plus size people have been recognized or pushing to be recognized within the beauty community. Understand, me personally, I am not a 100% yes, and I'm not a 100% no when it comes to this. Here's why. I tend to try to look at life and things and try to analyze them as biblically possible. On one hand, from a biblical standpoint, we owe it to God to take care of our temples. And by temples, I do mean our physical body. But on the other hand, we can't condemn, we can't mock, we can't make fun of, and we can't scrutinize and judge people for being overweight either. Juicy Body Goddess does support big people. And though they encourage their followers and their customers that they can and are beautiful within their current weight, they are understanding to some customers who may not even like how their weight is now. But that does not mean that they should not feel beautiful within the weight that they're in either. The obvious answer of this question, no, it's not healthy being overweight. I rebuke this in the name of Jesus, but hypothetically speaking, I would not feel confident at all being overweight. That's just me though. Especially since I'm currently asking God to help me with my new workout journey. But someone who is cool and comfortable with their size could be more confident than me, and they have more weight than me. And I would not want to turn that down. Like, why would I go up to somebody and say, you need to do this? I'm not a doctor, and I'm not God. Therefore, I don't have a right, technically speaking and biblically speaking, to say you need to do this or you need to not do this to a certain degree. On a higher note, I'm happy that Summer Lucille is doing something. I'm happy that she did a smart thing, in a sense, and actually chose to have a store strictly for people who are overweight. I'm happy that she chooses to do her best and to bring a smile in people's faces, because all in all, people do deserve to feel good about themselves regardless, in a sense of fighting back against society that is saying you're not good enough or you're not pretty because of this, this, and that, which is highly ridiculous because society can't even make up on its mind on certain things. How are you going to tell us what is beautiful and what's not beautiful? I just have a feeling maybe Summer Lucille is going to have her own store and it's not going to be in the mall anymore. Not that there's nothing wrong with the store that she's in, not downplaying that at all. If she does have her own store, that would be really amazing, because then it would be like they just go to strictly her store. I do hope that the people in that store really do have a good time going to a store, because in most cases when you go to a store, you don't really have the owner of the store, let alone the employees, try to compliment you on your look to where they actually embrace the parts of your body that you're probably ashamed of. That's really amazing if you think about it. The owner was very smart for having a safe space within the store, and every time you come in where it says you have to be to something to do something. You guys have a blessed day, and I appreciate you guys for watching this. Bye.